So family, and welcome back to another Madden 23 video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what I'm thinking regarding make rights in Madden 23, as well as giving you guys a massive update on my team. And boys, I'm trying to build an underdog fantasy shrine on my desk right here, so give me some ideas for what I should add to it. Because right now, all I got are some of these absolutely sick rings. Like, look at that, bro. Diamond plated. Nah, I'm just trolling. And this tennis ball right here, my dog keeps taking it, so I need some more ideas. Let me know. And you know what? On the topic of underdog fantasy, you guys can see these wins on the screen right here. If you want to be winning some money too, potentially on basketball games or NFL games, I will leave the link to Underdog in the description. And of course, as you're signing up, be sure to use code SWIFT to get your first deposit matched up to $100 and support the channel a ton. It's a win-win situation, so check it out. I will have it linked in the description. But without further ado, let's start this one off by talking about make rights in Madden 23, because there's a lot of people out there that are demanding make rights, and rightfully so, for some of the issues with the presence in this game. But to me personally, I think some of those demands might be a little bit far-fetched. What I want to do is kind of overview everything that happened with presence, and then talk about which groups of people might be getting make rights and what they could be getting, as well as who might be a little bit unlikely to get make rights even though they want some. So okay, let's start this off by talking about the major issue with the presents, which was the fact that presents were mislabeled. Essentially what I mean by mislabeled is some of the gifts that actually contained a small present would maybe be called like a large gift or a lively large. It was really weird, and that led people to believe that EA Sports wasn't giving them the presents that they originally had. Let's say, for example, you had a bunch of the no egg zone presents in this game. Well, what was happening, instead of them being inside the regular no egg zone presents, they were actually in like the harvest gifts. It was really weird. Gifts were mislabeled, and that ended up being probably the biggest issue with presents. And then after that, the next major thing that happened is anyone that had any of the extra large gifts in this game, so the frosty extra large, the icy extra large, even if you had those gifts on accident, honestly, I had them in my binder. I wasn't supposed to have them. I believe instead of having like mediums, I was given those. And what was awesome was anyone that had those gifts, whether it was an accident or whether it was on purpose, when you opened them up, they were giving you guaranteed 92 plus players. So for a second there, instead of being mislabeled, they became properly labeled, and they ended up having some really insane content inside. So that's kind of the rundown of everything that happened with presents in this game. But who's going to be getting make rights? And fellas, in my opinion, I think there's only really two categories of people that are probably going to be getting make rights in this game. Now, number one is going to be people that had their player presence taken from them in Madden 23. I know a lot of people were supposed to get player presence in this game, and they were nowhere to be found. I think if you're in that situation, you could be getting some type of make right on your account. Most likely, you'll just get granted the player you were supposed to, whether it's Tom Brady or Harold Carmichael. I think that group of people definitely deserves make rights. And then the other group of people, in my opinion, that should be getting make rights as well is the people that actually purchased the frosty extra large, icy extra large, or really any of those extra large gifts in this game and open them up before the glitch happened. Like, if you open up those presents before the glitch happened in this game, you were getting like 80 overall players out of the frosty extra large gift, whereas if you waited until they became properly labeled, you were getting a lot better stuff. And that's really too bad, because some people did spend money on those presents and didn't get what was inside. So I think if you're in those two categories, you had a player present and then didn't end up getting it in this game, or you purchased one of the extra large gifts and didn't get what was inside because you opened them up right when it opened, that's not your fault, by the way, but if you did that, I think you should also be eligible for make rights. Now, otherwise, people that just had the gifts and they were mislabeled, I realistically don't think EA Sports is going to be doing anything about that. So for me personally, I'm not expecting I would get any type of make right. I'm not in either of those two situations, and I think a lot of the community might have their hopes up a little bit too much about how make rights could be working out. It was a major issue, but what actually ended up happening is most people got the gifts they were supposed to. Now, another story is EA servers, another story is the auction block, all those issues right there. Those could result in some type of make right, but for the presents alone, I think the only two categories of people that are probably going to be getting something from EA, again, are people with player presents who didn't end up getting them, or people who purchased the extra large gifts and opened them up early and didn't get what was supposed to be inside, which was like 92 plus players, I think. For literally just $3, you can buy 100,000 coins on MMOEXP. If you want to check it out, I will leave their site linked in the description, and of course, use code SWIFT to check out for an additional 5% off your order. So if you're in one of those two categories, I really hope EA Sports does something for you this week. But moving on right here, let's talk about some massive upgrades I made to my Ultimate Team, because honestly, this is one of my favorite things to talk about in my YouTube videos. So let's go over how drastically I changed my team, why I did it, and when I did it. Now, first of all, as we look through this lineup, as you guys can see, there are quite a few 95 overall zero chill players we have added to the team. LaDainian Tomlinson, a new pickup. Deebo Samuel, a new pickup. Taysom Hill, a new pickup. Herman Moore, an expensive new pickup. Like, man, oh man, I spent way too many coins on that card. Moving on to the defense though, boys, we were able to get TJ Watt, we got Night Train Lane, we got Harold Carmichael, we got Darrell Revis, we got Montez Sweat, we got Merlin Olsen, and I'm still at 4.8 million coins. Let me explain how I did it. Now, fellas, if you guys remember, there was that 1 or 2 hour time period where packs were going stupid. The extra large gifts were glitched, and that meant so many people were pulling these zero chill 95s. They were pulling some of these 93s. They were pulling some of these 94s. And boys, as you guys can see with my bids right here, I was scooping them up. So TJ Watt, Deebo Samuel, LaDainian Tomlinson, Taysom Hill, all these 95 overall zero chill players went down in price a ton. They were selling right here for 320k. If you look at their price right now, they're selling for 420k. And when I saw that opportunity, I knew I had to pounce. So I picked up LT, I picked up TJ Watt, I picked up Deebo Samuel, and those are some of the top players of their position. Then next up, we also decided to get Harold Carmichael at 500k. It probably was a little bit of an overpay, but what can you do? At wide receiver, I picked up Herman Moore. And fellas, the reason why I was able to get so many coins is because look at all of these pulls I was able to land. These are all pulls I got from my present packs. As we take a look at this right here, there's like how many millions of coins in here? Probably about 2 to 3 million coins worth of value, and I basically just spent those 2 to 3 million coins to make all these upgrades to my team, which is awesome to see. So yeah, I think the zero chill presents were a massive dub. If we just take a look at my upgrades, let me talk about the ones I like the most and the ones I think you guys should be doing. Now, first of all, looking at the offense, realistically, I think my favorite upgrade might be Taysom Hill. Like, man, this card plays really, really well. I'm actually kind of preferring a tight end that can run routes rather than make aggressive catches. I got Parham right here if I need him, but Taysom Hill is someone who I think's been playing really, really well for me. Herman Moore honestly hasn't done that amazing. Deebo Samuel's done pretty good. LT, I mean, he's a running back. Running backs are pretty similar in this game. And in terms of my defense right here, man, Montez Sweat has been a baller for me, bro. 0 AP unpredictable. He's been really, really nice off the edge. Like, I can't lie to you. Those are probably my 2 favorite upgrades. Night Train Lane also plays really, really well, though. I can't lie. But fellas, now is where I've got a bit of a question for you guys. I've been trying to run like a man coverage scheme in this game. It's not really working. I think I got to switch to zone. So if you guys have any suggestions for a defense I should run in this game. On offense, I can score a touchdown, I feel like, every single possession unless I get like an unlucky fumble. But on defense, I just cannot get a stop to save my life. I've been trying man blitz. I've been trying dropping back in man. If you guys have tips though for zone coverage in this game, please let me know. I need the advice. And yeah, that's kind of an update on MakeRights and an update on my team. I think the team's looking really good. There's not really too many positions I need to upgrade. I literally just upgraded a ton of players on my team. I even bought a new fullback. Like, man, that just tells you I've got a ton of coins in this game. I'm at 4.8 mil. Like, I literally ended with more coins than I started, and it's because of that present glitch. It was insane. I basically built my team from scratch because of that, so that's awesome to see. We're up to a 94 as well. One of the best no money spent teams on YouTube, I would assume. Like, honestly, it probably can't get much better than this. A 94 as a no money spent player with 4.8 milli coins in the bank. We love to see it. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and until next time, have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace. And hey, yo, check out Underdog Fantasy if you want to. Linked in the description.